This is WJCL 22 Morning News.
It is good to have you with us at 4:30. I'm Nicole Baker, and a nice day across our area expected. A scare, unbelievable scare, at an Atlanta fast food restaurant after a man armed with a gun climbed through the drive-thru window. Customers in line saw the whole thing happen. What's happening now? Have you been coughing and sniffling over the past few days? Well, the flu bug is back and it's creeping across much of the country. John Lawrence has the story. It's 5:34, and for nearly 40 minutes on Saturday, the Aloha State thought it was facing a ballistic missile threat. Turned out the whole thing was a false alarm, and it was one that left residents shaking in fear, as you can imagine. Wow, imagine that. State leaders are suspending tests of the alert system until an investigation is complete. And of course, our top story here today is the extreme weather across the country. We will have the latest on Tropical Storm Harvey in just a moment. But first, I want to talk about here at home. Well, gone, business is boarded up. Ciara Lucas is in Savannah this morning to tell us if she's actually seeing anyone out there or if any businesses are open. This could be my favorite story of the morning, especially for my Breaking Bad fans. Does Los Pollos Hermanos ring a bell? We're going to check on the Friday forecast with Jonathan. I don't know about a self-driving car with no emergency pedals or anything, Jonathan. I don't know about that. It's time right now at 6:48 in the Morning Buzz. Coming up next, we now know who is the sexiest man alive.
It's not me.
How Blake Shelton is reacting to the news. Never gonna be you, Chris.
When we're not on it,
Right, sharing lots of helpful information there. Metro Police said they hope to have downtown traffic back to normal by 3 o'clock this afternoon. Car crashes are common everywhere, right? We see them often, but one driver managed to crash his car into the second floor of a building. Yeah, take a look at the scene here in Santa Ana, California, where police say the driver was speeding and then hit a center median, and that sent his car flying into the air. Well, it flew right into a dentist's office there. 6:38, and we are hearing now from the first black mayor in Statesboro history. We'll talk about irony here. Heavy rain caused a blackout at one of the biggest tech shows in the world. It's 5:17, and leaders at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, well, they want to improve the backup power sources there. The airport's general manager says he wants an emergency system full of generators that are powerful enough to keep those concourses. Jennifer, a clock is ticking, I understand, on these immigration negotiations. What's happening with that? And the governor says he is prepared to call a special session to seduce Amazon here to Georgia. The governor says Georgia made a competitive offer last fall, but it could be months before Amazon makes its final choice. Chris, you just had a birthday.
I did indeed.
Did you have any wishes?
Yeah, but you know, most of them come true. I'm happy birthday indeed.
Well, I want to introduce you to someone.
Yes.
This is Grandma Eileen.
I want to be clear. I did not turn that.
No, you did not. No, you did not. Grandma Eileen, though, turned 101. Well, there was plenty of real love at the family affair for R&B queen Mary J. Blige. She was not going to cry on her birthday as she received the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. One man waking up in jail this morning for murder. The GBI says 32-year-old Jeremiah Watkins now facing murder charges after police say they found his wife shot to death in Bryan County. Also this morning, one man facing DUI charges after a hit and run that seriously hurt another man. This all happened on Waters Avenue about 11 o'clock Saturday night. Metro says Damon Grant was driving that car that hit Corey Jenkins. They say Grant left the scene but later came back and was arrested. Police also added that Jenkins was not in the crosswalk when this all happened. A fifth person dead now from the flu here in Georgia. That's according to the Georgia Department of Public Health. Now, health leaders say the flu season is still expected to spike around February or March. In politics this morning, President Trump responding to lawmakers' comments about that reported vulgar language that he used during an immigration meeting last week. Well, the president is pushing back against claims that he's racist. All this is happening as he preps for a very important week ahead in Washington. ABC's David Wright has a story. State lawmakers are hoping the Trump administration will agree to keep oil and gas drilling away from the Palmetto State. Well, the South Carolina State House is voting to override Governor Henry McMaster's veto on the school bus money situation there. The state's education department says about 108 of those buses have all caught fire or overheated since '95. Now it says that old fleet is putting both the students and the drivers at risk. They're launching a statewide public education campaign all about opioid abuse there in the state. Today, Governor Henry McMaster, state representatives, health leaders all meeting together to host a public event. It's at 10 o'clock this morning at the State House. WJCL's Carlin McGuire will be live with more on that story starting here at 5 o'clock. Two Democratic U.S. senators want $25 billion to support more treatment programs for opioid abuse. The pair want that money to be part of Congress's budget, very similar to programs like the CDC or the National Institutes. It's 5:39, and drivers in Effingham County say they're still dealing with road damage after last week's winter storm. Some of you may want to drop some pounds this year, right? Those resolutions, and there's a brand new high-tech treadmill that can help you do it. One company just wants you to spend about $4 grand to get it. Yeah, you can stream live fitness classes on that high-tech HD screen and learn some new techniques. The same company actually became popular for its cycling bike with the same technology. It'll run you about $2,000. Here's a good one for all the wine lovers out there. How about if you open up a glass of vino without opening the bottle? There is an opener that does it. It's the Corvin Model 11 Wine Preserver Opener. It actually lets you pour a glass of wine while keeping the cork in place. So the bottle stays sealed, which means you can keep that wine for years. It comes with an app that actually pairs wine with your favorite food. Does it get any better than this? Yes. Things like Stranger Things and eating tacos. Well, there's a wine for that, Jonathan. This new model of wine opener will be out in the fall and run you about $1,000. Chris is choking on the price, but we're going to get a check of the forecast right now with Jonathan.